Sarah, it won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelta. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth.
Yeah, the story's like kind
But
of
instead,
what
I
I'm
felt
trying to
nothing inside.
hang on to.
And strangely, I didn't care.
I'm gonna be real, like it's not doing it for me the way like other games, Final Fantasy otherwise. I like the final boss. I like the final boss theme. Dungeon wise, all that stuff, I don't really. It's okay. It's good. There's good stuff. That one we just did was good. So yeah, I don't know.
Welcome back.
There's a lot of days left. Hey, you can examine this to start New Game Plus whenever. Again, I guess. Then you can refight stuff. I'm not, like, right now, the way I'm playing this is, like, botched.
So Mog was alive, and he's been living together with the other Moogles. I'm really happy.
It's like limit break is on, so it, like, disables. Oh, okay.
That wasn't very nice, now was it? What you did to poor Mog, it looked like it hurt.
I couldn't help it. I just reacted out of instinct. I don't go in for people hugging me or Moogles, even if I'm glad to see them.
I think you actually enjoyed the hug. You just lashed out to cover your embarrassment. Am I right?
Hope, you better drop it. You're treading on dangerous ground now.
Nah, she's like the kind of cold Cloud wishes he could be. Yeah, I was getting tired of seeing that. This thing. Let's find something good. Something soldier. Is it gonna be soldier something? What are these? Yes. There you go, cat ears.
What exactly did you call him?
Odin?
It was Yule who told me. I knew there was something about that chocobo from the moment I first met him. Turns out Odin was reincarnated as the Angel of Valhalla just to help me again.
Reincarnation. I wonder, can creatures with souls choose to be reborn? Can they choose when and where? Or is it all up to fate?
Odin finding me was no coincidence, and I believe Sarah will be reborn and that we'll meet again when she is. Even if I can't see her now or talk to her, I know she wants to see me again. She has to. Listen, when the final day arrives, I'm sure of it.
And what about you? Will you try to stop Vanille? Stop the Soul Song? You know it's God's will that it takes place.
Have you forgotten he's holding my sister hostage? The promise of her return anyway. I've got to do what he wants, or else.
Interesting answer. Some people might take that to mean if it wasn't for the threat, you would consider defying him.
Some people might. What about you? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. I'm sorry, Light. I didn't mean to sound like I don't. I'll always be on your side, even if you do decide to turn against God. You know that.
It was just for a second, but I saw Sarah. I guess I must be doing something right. God decided to give me a little taste of my final reward.
You don't sound very pleased.
Ever since I woke up as the Savior, I haven't felt much of anything.
I think it's because you've been made something more than human. Something almost divine.
Wait, what do you mean?
The Savior is God's chosen servant. The Aradia is your life force now. It's the light of God himself inside every cell of your being. What I'm saying is, it's as if you're turning into a god yourself.
And when does that stop? When the end comes, will I be sitting up there in heaven with Benevelza himself? Not the future I want.
Yeah, we're gonna advance our time. Freezing time, we can just, yeah.
Welcome to
I'm not trying to do that, to be honest. Okay. So. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not being dramatic. You're being dramatic. Wait, how does that make sense? How am I gonna meet? Isn't there like a key? Oh, you.
Hey, is...
Oh, the saint will be thrilled.
I don't know how close you are.
I do. She told me that this stone, this very stone, she claims this stone every once in a very rare while. It shows a glimpse.
Family.
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for...
I can see why the stone meant so much to...
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her...
Huh?
Oh yeah,
The
okay.
holy saint
Give me.
herself has expressed an interest in seeing me.
Yes.
And so I was asked...
Yes, thank you. Okay, cool. We can go see her right now.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The gates are locked.
Then...
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Perfect,
Just
perfect,
thinking
perfect.
that I might get to see the...
Great. Yeah, cause here are my options after this game. Okay, we're thinking of the future. All right, it's Devil May Cry 1, Legend of Heroes first chapter, Final Fantasy 15, Chrono Trigger, and then continuing the Switch games. Devil May Cry, those are short. Maybe I'll go on a roll if I just beat a bunch of short games. Okay, speed up. I'm glad this worked out. And here she is in her regular ass outfit, but just with the veil.
Lightning?
Long
Or
time
whatever
no
that
see,
is.
Vanille. You look well.
Seems like you're not
and you
the
haven't
only
changed.
one
You're just as I remember.
with an adornment.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille. We'd fought together once, a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other.
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up. Right, thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while, but she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
There's a lot of chaos swirling
Oh yeah,
around
this
in
is
here.
the final area,
I
isn't
thought
it?
the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Yes, I know. It hurts terribly. I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices? Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swirling around me.
There's like
Every single
too
cry
many
feels like a dagger.
pink-haired people
Right
here.
in my heart.
There must be so many millions of souls. And you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to. And there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it.
The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
Besides, if she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building for years. Layers of souls, a black hole of pain. Try and imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
Ah. Yes.
Finally, I have you back. Did you run into a chaos infusion or something?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Vanille was looking well. Don't you think so?
Hope, is it me, or do you sound happy? Does someone have a little crush?
What are you talking about, Light? Of course not.
Are you looking for love? I hear from
We just skipped ahead. See what happens when the day ends. Move on to the next. Oh,
Sarah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I've been waiting for such a long time just to see you. But I'm coming home now. It's been a long journey, and it's almost over. I've got so many things I want to tell you.
Yeah, me too.
Lightning, you're just like I remember. We haven't seen each other for so long, but you won't let on that you're glad.
You're my sister. You know me better than that. Like you always tell me, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah. The number of times Snow and I tried to get you to crack a smile, but we never could. Except for that one time. You've always been like that. Even when we were kids. But Light, when you've done your mission and I come back, Promise me that you'll smile for me then, okay?
Sarah was right. Ever since I could remember, even as a child, I always kept my feelings deep inside. But this time, it wasn't a mask, and I wasn't hiding my joy. When I saw Sarah, I didn't feel anything at all. It's like whatever love I'd had for her was gone from my heart.
Yeah, I'm thinking to skip. This could potentially be the last room. Yeah, I play my cards right.
Welcome back.
Okay. So there's still 6 days left. I'm thinking I skip to the end of each day, make
So
it to the
Vanille
final
seems
day.
well. I'm glad. I remember her, you know, from way back when. Vanille and Fang turned into a giant crystal pillar, and together they held up an entire world. We were all supposed to be in it together, but so you see, they have to be helped. We don't have any choice. We owe them.
Anyways. Yeah, it says 6 days left. 6 days left, but I'm not really understanding. Is it really gonna be no main missions to do until like literally all those days are done? That's a lot of time to do the side quest then. Maybe I can load I could probably load a save that's earlier. I don't know. Yeah, like it's just gonna be what, like the same. And then what, the quests were actually done? Let me see this guide. Yeah, Luxurion has 5. Yuznan is 3. Wildlands is 3. This one is... Wait, what? No. Wait, Wildlands has more. Wildlands has more. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Bro, I don't want to do all that shit, man. But we're just gonna do this main story thing. We're gonna maybe skip to the end. Unless I have a save. I could check if I have a save. Okay. We will quickly just talk to whoever here.
You see that old husk of an airship? I'd keep your He almost never comes out. Just stays holed up in there. What is he? He didn't used to get any
Okay, yeah, that's where we have to go. Talk to this dingus.
This place is all...
Let me tell you something. This used to be the center of civilization.
Yeah, a long...
I don't want to hear
that's
your...
right. Soon after, no one's been keeping track of how we've made little... There's not much to do. Although you can grow...
Yeah, see, I don't... Bro, come on, man.
This is...
I'm sure I'm... Oh, Lost Dog. Don't do this to me. No. Oh my god, bro. It's the dog. Oh no.
Hi! Hello there!
No.
Dr. Gazal's assistant,
You have an
but
oversized
who are you?
hat.
Tilda, I'm a doctor around here.
Oh,
We
please.
have a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
He doesn't look happy. Is he injured?
Something is wrong. That's for sure. We just found him. He's ever so weak.
Oh man.
Oh, poor thing. But he'll be all right, with a vet and a doctor looking after him.
Right. This clever vet was just telling me.
I'm still just a trainee. Dr. Gazal is the clever one. I just run errands. But I'm
Oh
going
my god,
to
you
help this little
belong.
one
You
get
look like that
better.
girl from
He'll
The
stay
World
with
Ends
me
with
for the
You,
first little while.
but
Not
orange.
that I know much about dogs. All I need to do is have him drink the.
Good news for the dog. I'm sure.
He-
Except,
Is this dog gonna die?
We're out of
Yeah.
Oh great, I have to go fetch ingredients so the dog doesn't die.
I could collect.
Yes,
I will
you
not
could.
be doing this.
I mean, the
please.
assistant can give you a list.
Oh no. He just needs the right medicine. And
Okay then.
Jeez,
And I
y'all
should give
asking the
these to
most.
Tilly.
yes, please. Well, I've got to run.
I might actually already have them. Who knows? Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Dog saved.
Thank you so much. All right, little dog, it's time.
That dog is.
Gosh, will you look at that? This stuff works
This is
fast.
the dog. This is the dog that I
Oh,
was
he's
memed
so
about.
pleased.
Claudia?
Who's that? Oh, Claudia is a. And when she. Well, if you happen to run into. Sure. Oh, and.
Oh, we already had those too. We were giving Animal potions earlier. Is it the cutscene? Yeah.
Oh, looks like you have a cute.
Oh,
little
they all do
admirer.
that backwards walking
I
thing.
think she
It's so
senses you
creepy.
saved her life.
She's not scared of people. Maybe she was.
So
a pet.
creepy.
Yes, that could very well be the case. Usually the ones that live in the wild aren't so friendly.
If she does believe.
What is it?
I just remembered a woman that I met. She was upset.
Have you stopped by? Excuse me. Wait, don't tell me. You're going to.
No, man. Okay, cool. That's great and all, but yeah, we'll just continue on. Forgot about that.
You're not allowed here.
This guy's just being an asshole. And then we're just gonna make our way to that airship. And then do those. And then we'll look at my saves. Maybe I have a save right before. Or at least I could skip to that part to try to like close the gap. Pretty much. Dun, 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 dun.
Is this a downed airship?
Originally. Now it looks as though it's someone's home.
And look who it is. Oh wait, isn't there something out here? I think it might be for quests later. Something. Yeah, whatever. Oh, we gotta help him save his son, then we're good.
Saz?
Leave us alone.
What are you doing here? Oh. Dosh? Is he asleep?
Yeah, he's been like that for centuries. Silent as death. Ever since the chaos came and destroyed everything. His body's still alive, but his soul, it's not in there.
What's that?
It's a coffer of souls. If I can collect enough soul fragments, Dodge will wake up.
Can I just hand these in
That's
too?
what I was told. Yeah, it'd just be a lie, though.
Who gave it to you?
Lumina. Enough talk. I gotta look after my son.
Oh, follow it. Yeah,
You've
it's gonna
gotta be
make
able
me go to
find
the
something
fight.
about Dodge's condition.
I know, Lightning. I was listening too. I'll look into it.
My goodness.
Don't go acting all sweet and innocent.
Oh, so you think that I'm lurking?
Something like that.
Nope. I'm here because I've been
Save Saz? What about Dodge?
Whatever. You can save both. But you must have noticed that dear daddy.
Oh my god.
fine, but I detect no mental activity. Not even dreams. It's as if he's in a coma. He's just not in there. I don't even know if the coffer of souls that Lumina gave Saz.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what game I did recently, something like this too, but I'm feeling it for this game. And I at least for this game, see, that's another thing. There's gonna be other games where like I have to do it because I have no like way to get around it. But this game, since I have a save, it's New Game Plus, I could literally, skip ahead and whatnot. So I'm thinking, yeah, hold on. How do I return to the menu? Do they not let me? All right, hold up. I don't want to do that, honestly. Basically, long story short, by the time the time's up, and basically you have to do side quests, and then as you do side quests and the main quest, that's a main quest. But as you do the main quest, side quest, it'll give you more days, and then basically you wanna have like 45 plus side quests finished. The game, if you think of it that way, it looks like a good portion of the time is spent on side quests. I don't know if the timing on that's actually as bad as I think in my head, but yeah, like I don't really want to like. It's like fetch quest stuff. It's like the areas are already. We already went through everything. For each areas, the main story missions are complete. For this area, there's one main story mission with Saz, but it's gonna make me go around, do all that shit, and then we're gonna and then all the point of it is to extend your days, whatever, give you the best chance at getting that ending. But the thing is, I have a save. I already did all this, and I'm not really enjoying just the general flow of the stories and stuff they're presenting to us. So some of it's here and there good. So like music's really good. Graphics is whatever. Gameplay is the man himself. The gameplay is maybe more skill oriented at the high end hard content. There is like stuff that like makes you required to like know the game and stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is like not doing it for me. It didn't do it for me as much. Like when I beat this game and wrapped up the 100%, I remember I wouldn't give it a 65 out of 100, but I don't think I'd give it a 75 out of 100 either. 75 would put it in the green or whatever. It's like, no, this does seem worse than 75, but it doesn't seem so bad as 65 to me. So like maybe 70 or high 60s, like, something like that. And it's like, we played other games, Crash Bandicoot, the portable Crash Bandicoots, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 1. That was like terrible. These are like not really, this is like harder to like those are GBA games, so it's not like a fair comparison with production, budget, the system capabilities, whatever. But this is like Final Fantasy, whatever. It's like it was a different time. What can I say? It doesn't really help that like the other games like had so much issues on PC and stuff too. The crashing thing for 13.2, the general weirdness of like the hair physics stuff, like the hair and the eyes being messed up. This game it's okay, it seems normal, but the other two games it wasn't. It's like just jank. The story and stuff was like really what was gonna be helping me like endure and like salvage his experience. The battle systems in 1 and 2 I don't really like. The Crystarian progression is very simple. It's like it's as simple as it gets. It's just a one deviation every so often, and you just continue, and then you just get Crystarian points, and there's like growth egg and all that. Sure, cool. And then it's a numbers thing. So when your people are maxed out, that's obviously them at their best, and then accessories and all that. But there's no like builds or anything like that, and how you play other paradigms and stuff like that. The arrangements and the, you know, how you switch and timing and knowing the enemy and stuff. 13.2, same thing. Just, you know, the monster catching thing is not something I like tacked on in the way it was tacked on. Having it be relevant and important for playing at high skill, high level challenging stuff like the DLC boss fights. It's like, yeah, it's I've done them before. Just all of that stuff, all the trials and tribulations, I've done them before. But for the revisit, it's like, oh, like, so like the DLC fights, you don't even need to do. It's just optional. It's DLC for 13.2. I'm talking about. This game, there's like a super secret. It's not super. There's like a side dungeon, like an ultimate lair, and then that has a whole thing too. Like look what the hours play. Like it's like, I am not gonna realistically put anywhere in that ballpark on a game like this, especially considering I apparently have done it 2023. Apparently, I can actually hold on. The achievement should give me a better idea. That still doesn't sound okay. It's saying May 2023. Is that May? Oh, that is May. Oh yeah, it is May. So it is correct. But yeah, I don't remember playing it that recent. I guess that's saying something. But yeah, like I'm like being lulled away by shooting games, like just not lulled, lured. I'm being lured away by shooting games, lured away by the next game in this franchise, lured away by other RPGs, and just, you know, trying to get a move on. Like honestly, it's like Metaphor ReFantasia also. That game was fucking crazy. Like I just don't really. Yeah, like I called it too. Said this game's gonna like not look as favorable following it, you know, tough act to follow. It's a tough act to follow for Metaphor ReFantasia. I think the strat was to not punish Chrono Trigger by doing that, even though Chrono Trigger's like OG GOAT status enough to actually kind of just be like, hold on, Metaphor's not actually not that sick. We're sicker, you know, for despite being that old. But you know, put the brunt of that, the martyr that is Lightning Returns. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna skip ahead. See, yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead. Let me load. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Let me load this. Yeah. This. Like, what am I really gonna do with all of this? We have to go grab fragments. I'm just giving you the quick tweets on this guy's quest line. Okay, follow the Choco chick. We did that. Yeah, sure. Oh, we'll go on a fetch quest. Chocolina produces the fragment smiles from her own heart. Oh, that's so great. When she first met Lightning, she claimed she was not human. Seems she was telling the truth. Perhaps by collecting all of Dodge's soul fragments, Lightning will not just help Saz and his son, but she'll uncover the mystery behind Chocolina. That's actually... Oh, wait. Did I skip ahead? Oh, I did. Yeah, like this is... Oh my god, bro. Please spare me. The Soul Seed traders, that's like another thing of collectibles I have to get. Would I have to actually go and do that? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like getting the side quest done, I might... Oh, I don't remember. Might be for good reason. So yeah, another one. Also, each one is a fragment. Is that what it is? Okay, that's actually not that bad then. Yeah, who cares, dude? Sorry, guys. I have to bring out the knife and gut this fish. Wait, well, there's one at the Coliseum. Another fragment as a prize. That's great. And then another recover the fragment kindness. But what in the world was that character? Where did it come from? What was it doing with Dodge's soul fragment? That's it? Bro, what? Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, like there's 64. That's actually... That's still the grand majority of them. Yeah, it's still the grand majority. It feels like 90. It feels like 100+ quests are just littered about. 45 of them. It's like, you know, at the rate I was going to, it's like, no, they want me to spend the rest. Since we got all the main story missions out of the way ASAP, there's the only thing left to do for the rest of those days is the side quests. And that's like it's the filler. It's like you get a bunch of these dumb quests done. Once you pass 45 or so, apparently, you know, you get access to the final day, like no, not the final, you get an extension, like a 14th day, and like that's pretty much, yeah, the whole deal of doing side quests. And then that will give you an extra cutscene. So yeah, I'm looking to skip it, so we're going. Let's not. Lightning Returns, the game known for the great costume selection. I'm trying to figure out if I can find them all. Point one. This is far back. Okay, where's this? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, cool, perfect. Perfect. Okay. No, but we're facing the... No, we can't do it this way. Well, I'll do it the other way. At least I know I have this saved. This is... Let me confirm. Yeah, 64 side quests. Well, and it's on that mode too. I'm not even sure if I could beat this guy. I don't have to actually practice or some shit. Or like have a build or something. Yeah, I don't know, dude. He's very, very difficult, actually, and it's not normal too. We're not even. That's another thing. We kind of. It's not really like a mess up, but we started playing New Game Plus. When you play your first playthrough and make it to the end of the game, the version of Boonevels you fight. Spoiler alert: you fight Boonevels. Surprise, surprise. Like who else would you know what I mean? But when you fight that version, he gets it's like one version, and then it's like Metaphor ReFantazio. He has that one thing, and then basically superpowers on the New Game Plus playthrough. That's not what I mean when I said Metaphor, by the way, but New Game Plus, whatever. He's gonna be in that superpowered form. It's like something about if you make it to the 14th day. I know this sounds really confusing. It's not that confusing. I'm making it confusing on purpose. Yeah, when you do enough side quests, those little light seeds or whatever, that like the cutscene that happens every so often, it'll extend the days enough that you'll end up having a 14th day. Yeah, in the 14th day, there's like a secret dungeon there too, or something, some shit. But yeah, anyways, you make it to the end of the game, do the there's like 4 trials, like optional bosses for like a good sword or some shit. And then, is it a sword? But yeah, you final boss, beat the final boss. You get the full complete ending, including the additional scene. The additional scene is based on the side quest apparently, and then unlocking that 14th day and doing that. So yeah, it seems like we're good if I have this. Right? Day 13, 1 day left. It's a great thing I have, even though there's no... Oh, there's a cutscene.
What do you want now?
I've come to help you remember what you've lost. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? You woke up from your crystal sleep with God's voice in your ear. He said you had to be the savior. But part of what made you lightning was missing, leaving a big empty hole in your heart.
Yeah, that's how it feels. It's like I've forgotten something important, something that I need.
Huh? Really? I thought you'd deny it. But it's okay. I'll help you remember.
Indestructible crystal. Even in the sea of chaos, it never loses its shine. I will become an eternal epitaph. Your memory will survive for eternity within a crystal tomb. This shall be my legacy and my atonement. But most of all, my final hope.
You wanted to protect her, so you fell into that crystal sleep. You became a tomb for a memory, a moment frozen in time, with Sarah's soul cocooned inside. So tell me, Lightning, where do you think Sarah is now?
Yes. I remember now. She was there, in my heart. I had her memories. They were inside me. I took them into the crystal. She was with me then. We should have been together the whole time.
Right. Now you're catching on. So, the hole in your heart?
Sarah's soul. That's what I'm missing.
And you know who took it out, don't you? Benevelza did, when he woke you up to do his bidding. He must have messed with your memories, too, and tried to make you forget about it.
And so he had the perfect motivation. Or should I say hostage. He's gonna hold on to her until I've done what he wants.
Oh, I don't know if he thought it out that far. He's not very good with human emotions, that god of yours. Maybe he just threw her soul away and let it be swallowed up by the chaos.
But he promised me. He said as long as I did what I was told, he'd bring Sarah back to me. If he lied, then I don't care if he is a god. I'll destroy him.
Now that's more like the old Lightning. But do you really think you can take on a god?
Well, I wouldn't bet against me. I might have found a way to shut him down. A last resort if all else fails.
You've been brewing up contingency plans.
What, the souls thing
Sneaky,
that...
Lightning. Very sneaky.
I haven't made up my mind yet. This world is finished. Soon it'll be gone forever.
Yeah, see, I'm just here for this,
the
bro.
only one who can build us a new one. When he's done, then I'll decide.
So you'll play his game for as long as it takes to build the new world. Then you'll sit in judgment on him, you'll betray him and destroy him and steal the new world he labored to build. Is that your plan? I love it. Turning on God and making him a pawn in your own game. It's audacious. Oh, but Little Hope is going to be so disappointed. He really does trust you, you know, and you're going to betray him. Oh, you did think about that, didn't you? You turn on God, you turn on Hope. Are you ready for that? Do you have it in you to fight him? Are you really prepared to kill Hope?
You think I'm not?
You answered a question with a question. That's an evasion. Got ya. But it's not a big deal. It looks like Hope and talks like Hope, but it isn't Hope anymore.
Are you saying he's a fake?
Sorry, but the only fake I know is Sarah.
Look, if you're gonna talk nonsense, this conversation is over. I've got better things to do.
Fine, Lightning. Let me make it all clear. Look around you and see the lies. The Sarah you talk to is a lie. Hope in his arc is a lie. How long is it going to take before you wake up? Before you realize that maybe, just maybe, you're a lie too.
I met Lumina again.
You mean, that would explain the chaos readings I picked. Light, there's something that bothers me.
You mean how she...
So you think so too? They're so alike. I can't help thinking...
She may look like Sarah, and she really...
Maybe she's not. In any case, for now, Lumina's real identity will remain a mystery. Oh.
Anyways. Yeah, this cutscenes at least give me some story.
There you are. Welcome home. What's wrong?
Nothing, just things on my mind. Don't worry about it.
I can't help but worry. We're finally getting the chance to talk, but you don't seem happy. It's like you don't even know how to smile anymore.
Right now, this is the best I can do. Not that I was ever good at it.
It's okay. I can make you smile again. You just have to go back to the days when the future still looked bright.
When was that?
Back before we made all those mistakes. Before we started messing around with gods and Fal'Cie. We thought it was our destiny to fight for the world and the future. But all those battles, all those struggles, they didn't mean anything in the end.
Was it all a mistake? Even the journey you went on with me?
Well, what else would you call it? We risked everything, but in the end, we couldn't save the future and I died. If that's not a mistake, what is? That's why I have to get rid of it. Throw it all away. It didn't mean a thing. It's done and gone. No regrets, just a clean slate. We're going to have a new world, and you and I will be just like we used to be way back when.
Listen, Sarah. Let me say this. If that journey was a mistake, I'm the one who has to bear the blame. Because I sent you. It's me who has to pay the price. All you did was try your best. There's nothing wrong with that. It didn't turn out like I'd hoped, but it wasn't a mistake. You tried to do something that was good and right. You must never throw that away.
Maybe. But I don't want to remember it again. I just want to forget it all.
Right. When she said that, I didn't believe her. She'd always been able to accept hardship, fight through it, and be stronger for it. Lumina's words came back to me. She said the only fake I know is Sarah. No, that couldn't be right. The problem was in me, making me doubt her. But it was no good. The terrible thought had formed in my mind. The seed was planted. What if this Sarah was fake? And my memories of her too. Give us a reprieve.
Screw you, Hope. Alright, I've seen that. That outfit doesn't really suit her.
You look like...
I saw her again. It looks like God might keep his promise and bring my sister back. She'll be a...
new. Are you saying that when he resurrects Sarah, it will be a different...
No. I just mean, if she's going to be born again, she'll be a new version of her old self.
I don't think you're being
sense.
straight with me. You don't think the Sarah you met is the real thing. It's all right. You don't have to say. Since I came here, I haven't been good at reading people, but I've been practicing on you. But don't worry, I'm on your side. You only agreed to become the savior because it was your only chance, and that means God has a hold on you. But if the Sarah he's showing you isn't real, then that control he has disappears. He has no hostage.
Yeah.
Finally! It's this girl.
Oh, oops.
What girl? Are you talking about that shadow?
Yep, and guess what? It's someone you know. Okay, you can come out.
Yule.
Yule?
There are people here. They want to see you. we're friends. Huh? Hold on. What's going on? Oh, did you see that? They want to lend a helping hand, but you're too far. Even though they know what you're really feeling, what you need, they can't do anything for you.
I'm not looking for help from anybody.
Of course you aren't. You're God's handpicked savior, right? You don't need friends, or even family. That's why you can't find Sarah anymore.
Whatever.
Listen, you are the savior. You must gather the souls that still walk upon this dying world and lead them to a new world of salvation. But your sister's soul is invisible to you, and if you cannot see her, you cannot save her. You must ask yourself, if it means saving Sarah, will you fight God? One human does not have the power to defeat Benevelza.
Yes.
He is all-powerful.
We're going to fight God in this
Then
video
I'll find
game.
another power. Something beyond me, whatever it takes. Even if it kills me as well.
You cannot save anyone. Not even Sarah. Not as you are. Because first, you have to save yourself.
You should listen to her. She always tells the truth.
Right. Not like you. But she's telling me that I'm missing something.
Well, yeah. Haven't you figured it out? Ugh. I swear, sometimes I lose my faith in you. You don't even know the first thing about your own soul, but you think you can fight God himself. I don't think I've ever met anyone so dense.
If you know it all, then tell me. What is it I'm missing?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't mean a thing if you can't figure it out on your own.
I have to save myself. But how?
Light, can you hear me?
It's all right.
But
Look, I said I'm fine. Now just drop it.
if you're sure. But you will tell me if something is wrong.
Can you please not? Yeah. What? Oh, man.
Sid Raines.
You're just idiot again.
That was once a man's name, but now it means nothing.
Yeah.
His soul has dissolved
5
into
times
this world.
speed.
All right.
No, not God. Tell me, saved.
Vanille is planning to
Vanille has been misled. There is a...
What do you mean? What truth?
You do not understand the role of chaos.
Huh?
The chaos will drown this world, but it's also the key to our humanity. When we die, we return to it. But only for a short time. When a man dies, his soul melts into the chaos, but the idea of it, of him, survives intact. And then he is reborn anew and returns to the living world. An unseen power exists in all of us. It's the chaos that we carry in our hearts.
It's just like instead of nanomachines, it's chaos.
Our souls are made out of the chaos, which is why they return to it when we die. But they survive there, waiting for a new body, which means you could be reborn in the new world.
If the Sacred One shows us the way, she is the only one who can tell us what to do. She has the power to guide us into the future where we can live again.
She can do what I can't. Vanille can bring salvation to the dead.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she is capable of. The Order has kept the truth from her.
Why would they lie to her? They preach salvation.
Only for the living. The Soul Song will destroy us and make you forget we ever existed. Murder on a grand scale.
You want me to stop her, right?
Yes. And then you must tell her what her real power is, so she can lead us to salvation.
Is this what you all want?
It is, but it is not God's will. If you answer our prayer, it will mean defying Benevelza. Those who try to defy the gods end up controlled by them and are destroyed in the end. Like Cid Raines.
I remember Raines fought for humanity and he was killed for it, but the spirit that drove him to stand up to the tyranny of the gods didn't die. I kept it with me. Chaos is in all of us. It's the stuff our souls are made of, and it's the reason that the dead live on in our hearts and minds.
Yes, the chaos unites humanity, a thread woven through all our lives, and it's a power God cannot see. Its potential is limitless, and that makes it more powerful than he is.
But now you're gonna tell me that it's nearly impossible to tap into. Am I right?
Yet it is possible. No one can control the chaos. If you want to make the power yours, you must have the help of those who are inside it. You know what needs to be done. You know whose soul you have to find.
You mean Sarah? Are you saying I'll be able to reach her?
You must. With the chaos, anything is possible. Find the invisible bonds that unite us across life and death. Do that, and you will have all the power you need.
Chaos. It was the key to defeating God. If I wanted to use it, I needed Sarah's help. But Sarah, how can I make you hear me? I reach out with every fiber of my being, but is it enough? Can I do more? If I throw myself into the abyss, if I cry out to you, will you hear me, Sarah? Will you answer? Hold the world aloft. Give me another day.
Welcome. Light. The end is...
Right.
No. You can still... Tomorrow in the final rites, when the souls of the dead will be released from... And when the clock strikes the hour...
It's an ending that not even God... Hope, tell me something. You said that if that's true, then that's where Sarah must be. Her soul is lost out there in the chaos somewhere.
For God, the chaos is an unseen realm. He cannot see inside. And so it follows that he doesn't have the power to find her, as long as she is in the chaos. But he can do something else. He can make her anew.
But then how can she be the real Sarah? The one I know?
Well, don't you trust him? It's true that even with all his power, God cannot extract Sarah's soul from the chaos. But there is another place he might find it. He could take her soul from inside of you.
How would... You're just making things up now.
You always found it hard to trust people. What chance does God have? But if you do decide to turn against him, you should know that I'll always stand with you. You trust me, don't you?
No.
It just seems like the more I've encountered more than a few ghosts from the past now.
I don't know, but perhaps...
Like she doesn't...
Of course I don't think that's... Perhaps it's because you're...
You mean she's out there and can talk to other people, but not me. Tell you what.
I'd like to help. How about this? If I happen to die before you do, I'll try to find her in the chaos. And when
Yeah, anyways. That was about mumbo jumbo.
It really feels like the end. Never mind.
Yeah. And so you're off. Different. Wait, really? A game over? Oh my god, I have to go help Saz. Oh. Wait, really? I just ended up getting a fucking bad ending? Oh, in trying to save time, I wasted time. Well, that is utter bullshit. I want my money back. No. 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 No, we're at the beginning of the game. We game overed so hard. Oh my god. So we learned a very valuable lesson. We gotta help Saz. Pretty much. That's the it would have given me the extra day or some shit. I don't even know. But it seems like that's what I have to do. And now the controller doesn't work. Why? How? That is so weird. I don't know why I did that. And I did not save again, didn't I? Oh my god. Spare me. Okay. We'll load the save. I don't think I can beat Boonavels Plus. I don't remember the setups or anything. I don't remember how to, like, you know, but it's all Gucci. I'm still gonna say fuck Saz. Screw you. Piece of shit. Yeah, screw you, you piece of shit. Because I want to skip that. What a playthrough, huh? One day left. It's on like hard mode though. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, okay, 1 day left, day 13. Quests. We help Saz. All right. No, really, it's actually like bullshit. You basically do something for her, you get the thing for her, you do something for the fucking Soul Seed people. It's something at the Coliseum. That one's not so bad. And then this is like the final one, and like it's literally like, as far as a main story quest line thing goes, it's like complete trash. It's like bullshit. You know how in Wind Waker they make you, like, in Zelda Wind Waker they make you like go chase a bunch of fragments, and then it was like really bad in the original version, and then in the HD version of Wind Waker they did something to like alleviate it and make it easier. Yeah, this is just like the same kind of bullshit. Like, I don't know, it's like chasing, like, look, we're looking for Voldemort's Horcruxes or something. But yeah, anyways, like, no offense to, actually some offense to, you know, I don't know what they were thinking, but this is definitely, like, the reviews aren't wrong, bro. Like, real shit. Like, the people that played it, it's not like it was a collective meltdown from a fan base that just like didn't want to see greatness for what it is. It's like, no, they were pretty much progressively making things worse by beating a dead horse, dragging things on, and then changing things between each installment in like ways that people could argue are like regressive. You could argue it for story stuff, you could argue it for like the cast of characters, even on a gameplay sense too. That this is like has its own challenge. There's probably people out there that will like and appreciate what this product is ultimately, but even me, when I skipped out on it on the first time, there was bias there. There is something to say about the 13 trilogy, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan that's played all the other ones. It is like the one that's hated the most, arguably. 2 is not even hated the most because people don't know about 2, play 2, or give a fuck about 2. And then it's understandable that 2 could be bad because it's like, oh, it's number 2. But this is like 13, so it's like, you know, they had a lot of, they had a budget. It's not like it had like chump change budget. It's like, no, this was their main thing, and they try to beat a dead horse with 2 sequels, which is unheard of for Final Fantasy, and now it's like a thing. I'm glad in a way that the Final Fantasy 15 DLC plans they had got cut short the way it did. Or not even cut short. They did so much stuff and they were going to continue on, and then that got cut short. It's like they need to read the writing on the wall, and they need to listen to their fans, at least on stuff like that. That stuff like that is like really obvious too. I don't know what their deal is, but anyways, screw Saz. Screw all these side quests this game has. Okay, say what you will, but I'm looking out for my time and your time, ultimately. And yeah, all this shit, you matter, bro. And then I don't know if I can beat this on this difficulty because I don't know jack shit about the battle system and like what's the best stuff. Okay, so well, game over now.
There's no more time left.
Right. Vanille will be getting ready to perform the soul song.
She's going to liberate the dead.
There we go.
And release them from their suffering and despair. Hey, Light. When Vanille saves the dead, what'll happen to me?
Hope?
Hope you vanish, Hope.
What's going on?
What about my soul?
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah.
The light of my life, let it be redeemed at last.
Yeah, so before we are 1 day short. I'm glad I had a save. Even though we don't see Saz. Screw Saz, bro. Great.
Hope.
I've come to say goodbye.
How did you...
Please turbo this ass cheese.
I had a job. I was God's eyes and ears. But now the last day, I'll just... This was...
Benevelza.
It's harder than I... Vanille intends to...
But
sorry about that.
The only one who died.
Yes. I know her. And then, it'll be your...
I've got to find her soul. The right choice.
It'll be easy. What kind of... Do that.
But that's the problem, don't you see? Maybe once I knew something's happened to my soul. I can't see people's hearts anymore, not even my sister's.
You don't have to give up. Overcoming your mistakes, that's the key. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, if you succeed in the end. So keep trying, okay?
I'm off to a bad start. I didn't make the effort to understand you. I didn't trust you and instead hid everything from you.
No, that was the right thing to do. That wasn't the real me. And he was never someone you should have trusted. He was just a pawn in God's game.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. At least I've had this chance to be myself again, here at the very end. After all that's happened, it's enough. Do you remember when we first met all those centuries ago? Do you remember what you told me then? Keep your eyes front. I'll watch the rear.
But I didn't. I couldn't.
Oh, but you did. More times than you know. As long as you were with me, Light, I didn't have to fear anything. I'm not scared. Not even now. Because you're here.
Hope! So, Hope, you've gone and left me behind. Or was it the other way around? Was it me who left you? I'll save you.
Kupo. Kupo Popo.
Popo? Yeah, I don't even know what difficulty this is on. If it's on hard, it's gonna be annoying, because... yeah, I'm not even, like... like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to beat him with this? If not, we'll just use cheats and beat his ass again. I don't really care, to be honest. Not for this.
What are you doing here?
I can't leave you all alone. I have a message for you, and here it is. No matter what happens, keep
We're here
your
for the
eyes
story
bright.
at this point.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you've got my back, right?
You've got it, Kupo.
So I got for using the new Game Plus.
It's time for the last battle.
It is. At the beginning of the final day, Vanille will start to perform the soul song. The ritual will guide the souls of the living, but the burden will be too much for her. Vanille will die.
She will, Kupo? But that can't happen, Kupo.
She's being used by the Order. She doesn't need to perform the soul song. She has the power to save the souls of the living and dead.
Oh, does that mean she could save Sarah too?
I think so. If Hope is telling the truth. If I can grant her wish and make it true, then she'll come back at last. At least that's what he said. But God himself wants Vanille to complete that ceremony. If I stop her, I'll be defying his will. Then I don't know what will happen to Sarah.
I know what Sarah would say, Kupo. She wouldn't hesitate. She'd say, do what's right. Help save all the souls.
Yes, I know. She's always been like that. If someone needs saving, she just goes ahead and does it, no matter how dangerous it is to her.
Yeah, just like your big sister, Kupo. And that's why I'm worried about you too, Kupo.
Don't worry, Mog. I'll be fine. I'm going to do what Sarah would want me to do, what she'd tell me to do. I'll make her wish come true, and she'll come back.
I'm not ready. I remember the Booneville's Plus is like hard. It's like the hardest thing in the game. It's not really, it's like a super boss. So I'm like, basically, it's like going into Final Fantasy X and trying to play Penance and fight Penance off of a save, and then not really remembering how that fight is supposed to go, or how the game works, whatever. That's like pretty much what I'm doing right now, so I'm gonna actually struggle. But we have things we can do.
Come, gather ye to the final place. Pray to the Savior, she heralds the end. Pray to God in all his great glory, for he builds a paradise anew.
time has run out on this world, and there won't be any more tomorrows. Life and death are one and the same now. These are the dying moments, and soon, life will just come to a stop. They all have to die now. It's the only way they can reach the brave new world. But not everyone gets to take the journey. According to the Order, salvation is a privilege reserved for a select few. The people who died in the past are going to be erased forever, like they never existed. The trouble is, though, the souls of the dead are bound to the memories of the living. Because we remember them, they can survive in the chaos. We're custodians, and our job is to keep the flame of memory burning.
That's why the souls don't just melt into the chaos, because they're still remembered by us. They have an identity that keeps them alive.
But if we forget them, they're gone forever with no hope of coming back. And it works the other way, too. If the soul of a dead person is destroyed, then our memories of that person disappear, too. Gone from our minds like they never were. Imagine forgetting everyone who once lived. It's more final than any mass murder.
But that's exactly what the Order is going to do with the Soul Song.
Vanille has the power to summon all the souls to her. When she does, the Order will use the clavis to destroy them. When it preaches purification, that's what the Order really means.
But why would they wipe out the past?
To get rid of all the sadness and uncertainty. All those regrets that hold us back and make us weak. They want us to start with a clean slate, so we can be strong in our bold new world. And you know what? That's what God wants too.
Does Vanille know all this?
Not all of it. The Order's kept her in the dark. As far as she knows, she's just releasing the dead from their suffering.
She doesn't realize that when she does this, not only will the dead disappear, but so will our memories of them.
Just keep me in your thoughts. Remember me. And we'll see each other again. No matter what happens to me. Even if I vanish from this world. Promise me, Lightning. Promise you'll remember me.
If this ritual happens as the Order wants, my memories of Sarah will disappear. And when that happens, I'll lose any hope I had of bringing her back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She'll be gone forever.
Then there's only one thing to do. I have to get into the cathedral and stop that ritual. What are you doing?
Don't go!
I have to. I'm out of time.
Don't take everyone with you! Don't leave me all alone.
Yeah, I'm all here for the main story beats.
Vanille, please, open your eyes. The Soul Song saves no one. The Order can't save the dead. That's something only you can do. You and only you have the power to guide those souls into the future. I have to get to the cathedral before the ceremony starts.
I have strict orders not to let anyone in, no matter who they might be. I am to use any means to strike down anyone who would interfere with the sacred rites.
Don't be a fool. You try to fight me, you die.
Do your worst. Look around us, would you? It's the end of the world, and we're all dead anyway. Or didn't you notice? We've been waiting for God.
Oh, it is on a harder mode, isn't it? Oh, clearly something about this setup. Oh, it's an Artemis arrow setup or something?
It's your funeral.
Yeah, I can see how I'm playing unoptimal. I guess we'll just play with this. I don't know, like we'll use modifier. We will go with, hold on, first of all, we don't have that speed stuff active. Okay, and then F5.
Intruder! Halt! Oh God Almighty!
This doesn't look right.
The Shadow Hunter! Here?
You're the servant of God. Aren't you supposed to be on the Order's side?
I'm not a servant of these fanatics. They want to go through with their damn ritual, and I'm here to stop them. If that means a fight, so be it.
But the ritual is God's plan, right? You're going to defy him as well?
Yeah, maybe I am.
That's a hell of an admission.
Do you care?
God brought you back to save souls and show them the way to the new world. It's a sacred mission. And there's only one thing in the world that would make you turn your back on it. Lightning. I know why you're going to betray God. You think you can save Sarah?
Wait! They're together!
Run!
Don't let her escape!
Lightning!
Noel, I promise I won't let your wishes die here. I can't be late. I have to make it.
Holy, these guys are chasing me down. Yeah, this shit's on hard mode, bro. Oh my god, please. I'm not trying to like really play this gameplay at its like hardest, most challenging.
From the looks of this, someone beat me to the party. Great. The chanting is getting loud.
Yeah, bro. Fucking A. This is Bunavels is gonna be. if I use like infinite EP, I can probably just beat him, but it's just annoying. I don't want to have to deal with this right now, honestly. Final Fantasy 15, not only have I not gotten all the achievements on Steam, so I'm incentivized there, but I haven't played Royal Edition, and I haven't played Final Fantasy 15 on PC.
Should have guessed.
You alright, Lightning? Almost missed the party.
What are you talking about? Looks like you.
Stop playing hard to get and get your butt over here.
So like... That's probably what I used. We'll see. I remember that being just really hard hitting.
This ceremony that Vanille wants to carry out. How much do you know about it?
Just what I told you before. It's supposed to bring all the souls of the dead into one place, and then make them all disappear. The Order says it's the only way to end their suffering. But it's going to kill her.
Yeah, and there's something else. They haven't told her what she's really capable of. She has the power to guide those souls to the new world. If she guides them, they can be reborn.
They can? Then what the hell is the Order doing? Those souls don't have to be destroyed. And Vanille doesn't have to be sacrificed to do it.
The Soul Song was never about bringing peace to the dead. It was about making things easier for the survivors. If they succeed in destroying all those souls, then the living would forget they ever existed. The Order wants to cut them away like a tumor. Then we'll be free from the dead weight of the people we used to love. That was their plan from the beginning.
The bastards want to pretend their sins never happened, so they can breathe easier. And just for that, they're willing to kill Vanille, in the name of a lie!
Anyways, it's good because if, okay. We skipped the side quest stuff. Trust me, it's not that, like, you know, it's not that good. And then the Saz thing.
I'll save them all.
Fuck Saz. Barret's better.
Those lights. Are they the souls of the dead?
They're gathering here because of Vanille. Come on, Fang.
Vanille, open your eyes! You have to stop this, you hear me?
Don't stop me!
The dead hear the Sacred One sing and gather about her in their millions, for they seek eternal rest and repose. The light of God shall rain down upon them. The light shall be His voice. His words become redemption. The dead shall be released from their pain.
Who the hell is this?
The souls have been trapped in the chaos. They've been suffering without any hope of being reborn.
Who the hell is that?
I have to do something. I can't leave them like this.
That's That's right. You can't forsake them. Which is why you have to stop this. Vanille, this ritual is going to destroy every one of these souls. They'll be forgotten, as if they never existed.
She's telling the truth. No one will know they ever lived. The Order has been lying to you from the beginning.
But the Soul Song is supposed to help them. If they end up being forgotten, they won't be saved.
Sacred One, God has spoken to us.
Yeah,
and
who
told
the
us
hell
his
is
wishes.
this?
He demands pure souls with hearts of light. Those who could
High
not survive the
priestess.
long centuries are not part of God's great plan. Our minds must be unclouded, our hearts free of regret. God is wise and mighty. We shall be born in the new world, our shackles cast off, blessed in the purity of his light.
Do you hear that, Vanille? That's what they really want. Salvation for themselves. Oblivion for the rest.
Vanille, if you go through with this, your sacrifice won't mean a thing.
I don't care what happens to me. It doesn't matter. I just want a chance to make up for what I did. So many people died because of me. I can hear them even now. They're crying out all the time. Their grief and sorrow. I feel it all.
Damn it, Vanille, you weren't responsible.
I was!
Vanille, I get it. You want to atone for something. You think this soul song is your chance. And if you purify the dead and die with them, you'll have made everything right again. But listen, not to me. Listen to the dead. Yes, their pain is real. But do they really want your sacrifice?
Behold, Sacred One, the dead are unclean. They conjure lies and hate. Tormented by grief, their hearts have grown twisted. Sacrifice yourself and free them from their torment.
You're the one who's conjuring lies. The dead have spoken. You're going to destroy them for a convenience, and they want justice!
Protect the Sacred One!
I'm walking fate's path. Follow the wind. You can't break me down.
See how the battle system is? It's like actually timing your defenses. You have 3 move sets you can go through. Guarding matters because it like nullifies damage and shit. In a way, this could be... You could consider this better if you're into this more of a style. Like I'd even, maybe you could even say that this is better. They should have maybe focused more on this sort of system then.
Go to hell. So, did you listen to the dead?
Yes. They spoke of sadness and regret. But also, hope. They're begging for their suffering to end.
Cool.
But no matter how much pain they feel, none of them ask to be destroyed. Not a single one. Being amongst them is like drowning in tears. But there's hope there too. They want a new future. They want to live again.
The sound of true despair is silence. When all hope is gone, that's when people stop raging against their fate. But the dead, they're still crying out against it. It's because they haven't given in. They still have hope.
And I didn't listen. Instead, I was gonna perform the soul song and destroy them forever.
This game is strange and I made it
would've been
stranger
a
for
hell of a
myself.
mistake. But there's still time to make it up to them.
A new
There
game
is a better way,
plus.
Vanille.
This
You can
game
lead them
structure
to
is so
safety.
weird.
Show them the way up.
It's
into
like the
Ark.
Majora's Mask
Once they're there,
system, but
they
it's
will
like
be
new game
reborn
plus.
into the new world.
You think?
And the more side quests you do, get the
Someone told me you can.
access to the additional ending
It'll be
scene.
dangerous.
She means you've got to risk your life.
But aside from that, it's
You and me
all the
both.
same. And then there's the easy,
do it
normal,
together.
hard mode.
Yeah.
There's a secret dungeon, but we're not gonna do any
I
of
won't
that
do the soul
bullshit.
song. I'll try to guide them instead.
You dig the gameplay,
souls
100%ing
reborn
it
in the new
is
You cannot! The soul song is
Not
the
so
will
bad.
of God. Who are you to
if
defy
you're here for
him?
story though, it's kind of
Finish it!
leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Yeah, Lightning Returns battle system is like, since it's so different from 13 part 1 and 2.
That light will destroy the souls.
But then honestly, if they're gonna keep going, like they already did it with like FF7 Rebirth.
It's here. Come
A
on.
good hybrid of time slowing down and being able to make decisions and like micromanage and multi-manage and do specific things at coordinated times, and then playing in real-time action with like
God doesn't know how
perfect
powerful
parry
we
time.
are.
Destroy it!
The rating I'd give this game is like, I have it in my head.
Nice entrance, hero.
Yeah, it only took 5 centuries.
Look at the souls.
Like, okay, if I'm not gonna say bad, I'm gonna say like mediocre.
It's beginning.
I've made my peace.
We'll still be together.
Death won't keep us apart.
Souls of the Chaos, listen to me.
I appreciate something trying to
It's
tackle
happening now. The world
this
is about
sort
to
of
disappear forever.
subject.
When you hear the bell toll, you have to fly up into the sky, find the Ark. You can be born, every last one of you. My soul will burn.
Let the flames of my atonement be your guide.
The light will answer your prayers. Living and dead, all of humanity, come together now. Look up to the sky and discover the new world.
The souls of the dead are saved. And yours too.
Thank you, Lightning.
This is it. Final curtain. When the bell stops,
see you no more. I think it's time. You should have her back. She's always been here, right inside me. You made Lumina. Do you remember? You made a tomb to keep someone's memory safe.
You mean Sarah?
When you awoke as the savior from your long sleep, she wasn't there anymore. She survived with you. All the time you were in the crystal. But then Benevelza cut her out. She was adrift and hopeless. Without you, her soul was going to melt into the chaos.
Hey, the subtitles wasn't correct.
So
she was adrift and helpless. It said she was helpless. Damn, this game can't even do subs right.
We're just particles of dust, brushed from the palm of a god. He didn't care what happened to her, but I did. I had to keep her safe and sound.
But who are you? Really?
Someone who never should have existed. I was nothing more than a vessel. And now I've done my part. My time is over.
Lightning! Sarah!
The world will end with the last chime.
God is awake!
Watch out!
The light of God. You're Benevelza?
My savior.
What?
These are mine. Come with me,
Most
savior.
interesting thing to happen
Let us
all
go
game.
together. We shall gaze upon the world that God has wrought.
Benevelza, you took everyone. Are they hostages to keep me in line? I don't care if you're God himself. I'm taking them back. I swear to you.
So yeah, I think just to clarify, we've done all sorts of kind of weird mumbo jumbo, but just to clarify, okay, we started playing this as a new game plus off of my first initial playthroughs. I did 2 playthroughs. Yeah, because you have to do normal and I think new game plus hard. I don't remember. But I did a bunch of playthroughs, and took me, I don't remember how long to 100% it. But yeah, we had to save. Did a new game plus. I did some next mumbo jumbo because I started a new game, showed the original cutscene because new game plus skips that cutscene or something like that. Whatever. But we did mainly the main story quests, which were pretty short. Like when you really think about it, all things considered, most of the playtime is actually going to be side quests, which that is in this case problematic. It's not the most interesting content. And then yeah, we tried to get to the end of the game. We skipped ahead. We got a game over because we didn't get access to that last day, and that's because probably we didn't do Saz's main story, which would have been enough for that last day, and then we would have been able to go to the final boss properly. But the other thing is that we are not even going to be able to fight the original version of the final boss. I would have had to have started a new game. It doesn't really matter, bro. It's not like I think the form, he goes into both forms. But yeah, anyways, I'm saying all this just to clarify, but we ultimately ended up wanting to skip the side quests, loaded a save. I had a save, luckily, where it's the final day right before, right? And then rather than just go and do, so we had 2 options: either stay with the original save that we used for stream, and then do Saz's thing, and then go through, and then we'll be just ending up back here on normal mode or easy mode, whichever one I chose. I don't remember. or what we ended up doing to skip the side quests. So actually, no, it's not even or, because I would have had to do that and then load this to show you the additional ending anyways. This is the only save. This is the save you know, it has enough side quests complete. So yeah, I wanted to really skip that. And I also didn't care about doing Saz's story mission. It's not, none of these are that, like, probably the most interesting one, like Fangs is interesting because the dungeon and just going through that's like an interesting dungeon with time doors or whatever. And then Snow, it's not really good. The fireworks collection, it forces you to do side quests to continue the story. The stuff that happens there, it's ultimately whatever. Oh yeah, you have to sneak in the highway thing. It's yeah. And then the Wildlands one, oh, the angel, the thing, the temple, Etro's temple, going through that is interesting. And then you fight Caius, that's good. But everything leading up to it, like the Choboko stuff, no, not really. And then Luxerion, trying to find the you know, you go to the sacrifice thing in the graveyard and you need the code. You can find the 4 numbers. One of them's in a place that's time gated. It's to teach you that some places are not accessible at certain times, and that's the first lesson. You'll run into that, and then it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. And then, you know, the final things in Luxerion again, where you come here and lead up to here. And now this is not even really a final dungeon. You have wait, what is this? Where are we? Oh, we already did that. Yeah, so continue on. It's like there's 4 different trials, and then that leads to the final boss.
Lightning!
Mog, is that you?
Who else? I'm always here for you, Kupo. The path to the Savior's trial lies ahead, Kupo. The divine statue will lead you where you want to go, to the place where God is waiting, Kupo.
Bunavelza is beyond those doors?
He sure is, Kupo. He's working to create his very own new universe, Kupo.
Once inside, I'll no longer be in the human world. I'll be in a realm known only to the gods,
Point of no
and
return.
I may not return.
I mean,
it's the final battle.
The structure of this game is weird. You can start a new game at any time, New Game Plus, from that hub world at any time.
Thanks for being here, Mog.
It is my pleasure.
So you can do partial playthroughs and then New Game Plus it. And then each area, everyone's like on their own schedules. Areas open and close on its own schedule. So it's you could do a New Game Plus, and instead of doing like the area I did first, you could just go straight to the other area and start there first. And then, you know, you just have the same, like, yeah. It's not, how am I gonna, oh yeah, we're gonna need to bring out the good stuff. So yeah, I guess if I'm gonna do what I'm doing, I should be able to finish this game within this stream. Oh, I have to fight them? Jeez. Yeah, and that's another thing too. I'm trying to fight all these and Yeah, I can just do this on the final boss and beat his ass. Yeah, okay, hold on. Doesn't it say the difficulty at the end here? This definitely seems like it's hard mode. The pool HP pools alone gives you that impression. Yeah, this is probably how we're gonna beat the boss. Yeah, hard mode. It says that at the top. Oh, it just abruptly cut out like that. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I do want to do it. Wait, is it really? There's no boss at the end? It's just the one enemy thing I have to fight to open the door? Hold on, let me do something. Dude. We're just gonna quickly go through these. Thank you. We could also use that on the final boss if we get desperate, but I do want to give it a shot. I think we're gonna have trouble because it's not the regular version of the final boss. It's Boonenvel's Plus. It's the hardest boss in the game, I think. It's just spells, huh? Whatever, we'll do it. Yeah, Boonenvel's Plus. The only way I can fight the normal one is through that one menu, actually. I don't have to start just... Yeah, oh yeah, we can fight that. It doesn't really... It's not that different. Like, this is the better version of the fight, right? This is the harder version anyways. But yeah, you can fight him in that hub world, that one table thing that you examine, the shelf. You just examine that and... can fight all the bosses again, and then you could do it and get ranked. The way you get ranked is you have to make sure you have that one option off for limit breaker or whatever. It's the damage breaking thing. I don't know how people like bother or endure. You have to for... Okay, hold on. Yeah, anyway, so just keep it going. Final door. Oh wait, you know what? I actually think I have a save before that final boss as well. That's what that next save should be. Yeah, these are like, this is a horrible final dungeon. It's not even a final dungeon. You just start off there, you go loop, like you go in 4 different directions. There's a boss you have to fight at that door. That's the boss. And then at the end you get an item, and then boom, all of those things go. You go down the pole like a stripper, and then yeah. Oh, you can jump down like that. Okay, and now you go. You get the best something, I guess. I probably already have it, so it's just gonna be a duplicate or a plus enhancement or something. Oh, it's a sword.
It's a gift from Sarah. She said,
Blah, 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 blah.
everything that's been taken from you.
Yes. I'll get everyone back. Including you, Sarah. It's almost over. Blood has to be spilled one last time.
Skell Buena Velza. Yeah, that's that. So much for that, right? You go here, there's a zig. They just took the hallway, the straight linear hallway, gave it one deviation, continued, another deviation, continued, and then split to literally 4 different linear hallways. Like, it's good, it's fine, it's nice, you know, but you fight something that blocks the door, a boss or whatever, you get the item, and then you're done. Like, that's, there is a secret dungeon thing, but we're not gonna do that. I'll spare you all. But yeah, I guess.
Noel, Fang, Snow, everyone came, Kupo. Did you know that would happen? Were you expecting them, Kupo?
I didn't know they were gonna come. I'm gonna do this for the new world should belong to humanity, not God. I don't care how powerful he is. I will destroy him.
Yeah, you can do all. Yeah, we didn't even really like. You know, we're Gucci, dog. We're Gucci, dog. This has been a nice playthrough. All right, this might be even the best playthrough because just skip over the things that'll worsen my opinion about the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's just really like. You ever think about it that like the stuff that's clearly like not the same quality as like the main story missions they like meticulously might have worked on, and in this game's case it's like not even that good on that front a lot of the times either, but it's like you'll work so hard on that. It's like, bro, if the game was really just all of something like that, what do you need the side quests for? It's like, you know, the side quests, all that extra stuff, like when it comes to revisiting and replaying games, going back and doing all the Ubisoft towers or all the collectathon stuff or like, just, you know, or like literally watching the story. You can skip cutscenes, right? But back then you couldn't skip cutscenes, so rewatching the whole story stuff over again is like so much time that is like not story could be argued, but like the great moments. But like, imagine if you were forced to watch every little bit of it. But it's weird because I just feel like, you know, bang for buck on your time and value, right? If I play a 10-hour game and it's like Gucci every fucking step of the way, every second, every minute, all 10 hours, and it's like S tier, that's a good, and you know, and then let's say I replay it, it's like it's not the same, but it's like still a lot of the same good stuff, and then every one of the hours of the 10 hours is still really good. That's pretty good. That's like high yield. But it's these games, almost every game, it's more often than not, most games have like fluff content, filler content, side quests, low quality, just waste your time just to raise a number, you know, get you, you know, it's really not designed to last even in that first playthrough. It gets boring even in that first playthrough, but like to consecutively play like over and over and over and over, and then forcing yourself to endure the shitty side quests and stuff, it's like, I don't know how people do it. Like, I don't know how speedrunners do it. The speedrunners are like speedrunning 100% of a game, and they're just going through the same, like, I don't know, bro. Anyways, for me, I think my little solutions are good enough. And then, you know, good games will treat with a little bit more respect, but in this game's case, a little bit of disrespect. So heal, even magic, doesn't matter. We're making our way out of here,
If you
peoples.
go any further, you won't be able to turn
Uh-huh.
back, Kupo.
Uh-huh.
I should go with you, Kupo. I can fight too, you know.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna
Of course
fight
you can. But Mog, I need you
super
to do
boss
something
that's
much more important. I need
disguised
you
as
to
a
stay
final
here.
boss.
I want you to be our lighthouse.
Kupo?
Sarah will need some sort of beacon to help her find her way back here, right? That'll be you. And when you see her, don't forget that smile.
Leave it to me.
Yes. Please. Well, this is actually not bad. The final boss itself and the music.
Benevelza, god of
Battle
light.
system
What
is
is a human's strength when measured against your power?
there is a
would be
higher skill
madness to
ceiling for
fight
this
you.
battle system, which is cool, I guess. Redeeming qualities and all.
I am more than a human now, because I have been remade by gods. I will lead the dead.
So yeah, we're gonna fight Buenavels plus, so not the regular one, plus on hard mode. Like,
You're finished.
this is probably the hardest boss in the game. It's gonna be very 0 to 100 because I've been avoiding a lot. Like, the gameplay's been very easy and I've been skipping encounters, and then yeah, so fuck me, I suppose. It's okay, we'll just use cheats to end his life. We have to.
He had a dream of eternity. It was
Like I
always
said, I'm
his
here for the
desire
story,
that
mainly.
This world would last forever.
I don't
He
like when a
battled
game
against
tries
all
to
the
get me to
forces
sweat, but it's like
that would bring
mediocre.
about its end. But his dream was shattered.
It's like a lot of
He
effort
faced
for
its
something
death.
that doesn't feel worth, you know?
He couldn't stop it. Goddess Etra was destroyed, and the nurturing flow of life no longer seeded the world. Entropy advanced. But that's when he saw it. The swirling invisible forces that breathe life into the universe.
I like the subject matter
That
they
gave form
try to
all
tackle.
matter.
The life force that exists in all of us. The goddess took the souls of the dead and made them be reborn. She breathed life into each new generation.
Yes, but when she was destroyed, that cycle was broken. After that, the world was doomed.
Yeah, all of this is
So,
Null's fault.
God decided to do it over.
Right. Build a whole new world. It would be a simple matter for the mighty Buenaveza. He has the power to shape matter and create any material thing.
But what's in our hearts and souls has no form. Great though his powers are, he cannot create souls, nor can he mold them. So he needed someone to help. A fisher of souls. A savior who would cast her net into the ocean of life.
What is this, Kingdom
And
Hearts?
gather
I was
those
helping y'all.
who were worthy of being born in the new world.
Souls.
She was God's servant.
But not just that. God has bigger
Please.
plans for me.
He actually is hard. I'm not being
Being
like,
the savior
you know.
was just the first step. If I could complete my task
For
in the short
what-
time I had, then he would know that I could carry
For
out
what
the
we've
real
already dealt with so far, it's like a randomly
and replace the
like
lost
big jump.
goddess.
Especially since we switched to the save. The other save was, I think, maybe easier normal mode.
Etro is gone.
I think it was normal.
And she will never return.
And now we're on
The new
hard mode
world
out of
needs a
nowhere,
new
like
goddess.
fucking maniacs.
One who can restore the cycle of death and rebirth. You must become the ruler of chaos. The goddess who takes the souls of the dead and places them in the hearts of the newly born.
I'll become a goddess of death, all right. But not the one you want. I'll be the goddess who kills you!
This is so unearned. If she was like shit talking Cloud and they're going like, you know, like comparing feats and stuff, it's like I don't know, Lightning just kind of just got put into like this amazing starring role. Look at this though. Sanct of Theogenesis. And then you already saw me load the save. He's up there. There's no real final dungeon. It's literally that area we just did where it was like a like that, and then it split. You go into that one room, it splits 4 ways. That has like a stripper pole at each end, and then you come here and fight God and kill God with your fashion fantasy. So yeah, we're gonna go in with all this blah blah blah. Big stagger, huh? Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna be hard. I'm just telling you. Look at him. It's God. God. Ooh, look at that. It's like a black hole. Like some Xenoblade type of Xenogears, Xeno something. So yeah, he's just literally waiting here. Now I can go load that save. This is such a chalk way to play the game, but don't worry, bro. The only cohesion breaking was the fact that we skipped Saz's story. This is so you won't, I'll do this for some games, but like I listen, man. When the worser the game is, the more I'm gonna want to take shortcuts, outright skip stuff, outright just you know, anything, just so it can be over with. This gameplay stuff, it's like, it's cool, like the time stuff, whatever. I'm not really like hating like that, but I do think a large part of like talk about unnecessary sequels, bro. Like they should have found a way. If they were gonna do a 13.2, they should have not let it carry on to a 13.3. They should have wrapped it up at the end of like they should have done what they needed to. 13.2 was already like going ham with like the time stuff. They could have done all of the mumbo jumbo there, but instead we get a whole third other game full of more mumbo jumbo for like the whole duration, character assassinating every character in like the cast. Just it's and then it's like all like weird and surreal too. Like it's supplanting them into a totally different like world. It's like the zones, everything. It's just like all of the stuff they built up is like for no real. Like I know they reuse and recycled the soundtrack, the characters, the weapons, the monsters, the areas, the look of a lot of things, but they still managed to like, you know, have some new stuff, whatever, right? But yeah, so we're gonna load this because maybe I made some changes or something, because this should have been the save I went in on to beat his ass. So who knows? Did I change anything? I don't know, but it probably changed some accessories or some shit, or no, I don't see. Okay, yeah, whatever, right? So we're gonna go. Hold on. You can disable download content. Why would you want to? So yeah, we did. Oh yeah, limit break settings. This is what I was talking about. Enables lightning to exceed maximum growth parameters. It's like break damage limit and stuff like that. So if you want to get ranked on the missions, you basically have to have this off. So I don't know if you have this off and you beat Buenavel's Plus on hard mode and you 5-star, you're a fucking G in this game. Like the best people in the game. That's the hardest challenge probably in the game. But no, I have it on and he's still gonna be hard. Even with that, I don't understand the true depth of this game. No one does, except for probably a select few. You know, every one of the all these games have like at least one person that like dug deep and knows everything about the game. They love the game, and I'm sure there's people that love this game, so no hate towards them or whatever. This fandom has so much different games at different times that, you know, caught different people's interests at different times that it ultimately doesn't matter. I want the franchise to, you know, be big and be successful. So yeah, anyways, Yeah, we'll go in with yeah, it doesn't wait, that's just cosmetic, never mind. Or actually no, it's okay, we'll leave it exactly how it is. And then we're gonna struggle. I remember this. That's why I'm like shaking in my boots. It's a super boss final boss. This is not the original version. And it's on hard mode. But we're on PC. Little does he know.
Behold, the grandeur of a new world born before your very eyes. Millions of human souls yearning for life, ready to be
see, this stuff is cool.
And yet,
yeah, I like
the
space.
moment of renewed life
Black
recedes.
holes.
My glorious new world must be
Killing
destroyed.
gods.
After you went to all that trouble.
It is your doing. You stopped the Sacred One from singing the Soul Song. The souls are poisoned, prisoners of their past and of their fates. What God has created, he can destroy. I shall burn it in an ocean of flame.
Then you'll do it all over. Rebuild the world.
Oh, I have the cheat on. He's gonna die in one hit. My bad. I do want to give him a shot.
No past.
I just disabled it.
Perfect people for my perfect world. Free, knowing only joy. Unfettered by grief and grudges.
What you're describing isn't human. They'll be puppets that look like people. Buenavelza, you're a god, but you could never see into our hearts.
Yes, your souls are opaque to me, but that is precisely why they must be redone. What value can they have if your souls are not known to God?
God?
Your flesh shall be returned to clay.
All right, listen to the music. The final boss theme is actually really good. Music is something that Square Enix is just always good at.
A vessel for God himself, transcendent and supreme. Rejoice in the light of God's love. I shall descend and inhabit your frail bodies, to read your heart and bring you joy. I shall be a god amongst you, almighty and all-knowing.
Tell me this. You took that body, but what did you do with his soul?
I do not know. Your souls are invisible to me.
I wasn't sure. Not until now. I thought that if you really were trying to save humanity, maybe I should help you, instead of fighting you. But I'm sure now.
You think you can slay God?
The goddess of death can. You've made me strong enough!
Yes, Savior. You were to be my new goddess, and so I prepared you with many trials. Show me your new powers. Let this be your final trial. Great and mighty pulse from far-flung reaches come to me. Radiant and shining lindsay from distant depths come forth to me. Cause to be born, bow thy head and open your heart to the benediction of God's light. Drink in the light and cleanse your soul. Surrender to the radiance. Divine love eternal.
This guy.
If I kill the god of light, I become the goddess of death.
1v1ing God. Super boss God. He's about to body me probably.
Doesn't matter what form you take.
Yeah, we want re-raise. We see that's another thing. There's an item limit too, but it's okay. We have magic. We have magic to technically infinitely come back up. We have magic to infinitely slow down time, and we have we can escape for free. But yeah,
I will kill you.
Oh, no, no, obviously. Dead. Yeah, this guy's already. Hey, look at him, bro.
Now feel my strength.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it. Bro. Ah, don't heal. Oh, unless that's Healy B. Oh, it looks like, yeah, I think.
Now feel my strength. Now feel my strength.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Take this.
So far.
Now feel my strength.
Yeah, this guy is nah. Definitely very, very hardest encounter in this game. Look at that. Fucking monster. But unfortunately, I got magic on my side. Yeah, I'm looking to wrap this up, obviously, so. Poor guy's gonna get the works. Yeah, I'll probably get started on my next game. What's he gonna do? One shot? Chill, bro. I shouldn't have slowed down. It was the wrong time to do it. Holy, bro. Well, unfortunately for him, we could do this forever. Okay.
Now feel my strength.
Yeah.
Now feel my strength.
That was a feel.
Now feel my strength.
feel my strength. Now, feel my strength. Now, feel my strength. Now, feel my strength.
Now,
Feel my strength. Yo, this is crazy. He has so much HP and he has 2 forms of it. And they expect me to go on through a loop and defend everything correctly and minimize damage correctly. I'm maybe supposed to have Metaguard or something. There's no point in thinking like that though. We're in bullshit territory now. Still he's dead. Still he's dead. Yeah, see, we have a rise as well. Technically impossible to die.
Drowning chaos! Our future belongs to us.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Die, motherfucker, die!
Take this! Take this! Drowning
You thought I was actually gonna hunker down and fucking deal with this shit? Hell no.
Drowning chaos! Drowning chaos!
This is the most shot playthrough of a game I have so far.
This is your
Not even hit the fucking correct. We're not even out the woods yet.
Dare to raise your sword against God himself?
Yeah, well, I don't understand what he does here.
You tried to take on humanity, and that was your mistake.
Can't do that on him. This doesn't do shit. Why is the stagger?
See if you like this!
Look at his HP, bro. Wait, hold on. 17.5 mil? It's crazy, bro. The fuck you think this is?
Taking the new world.
Clearly misunderstanding something. Is that? Oh, does he have to cast that? Yeah, where did my Artemis go?
Drowning chaos!
God commands. This is the end.
I should have been blocking, bro. Whoever beats this shit is like a real gamer, bro. Not me. Don't look at me. Yeah, I don't know how to stagger him or anything. I don't understand this game or character. Making me angry.
You will die. I knew you were strong.
Yeah, I don't know.
God smites. You are the unforgiven.
The chaos will be your
Yeah, see, you have to time it and know.
So this is fate.
Yeah. Look, I don't. I don't know if I bugged the game or something by doing this shit. But no, something's wrong. But unfortunately for him,
Whatever happens, you will die.
I have an answer.
God's messengers. God is defeated.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. I'm over it.
Benevelza!
They shouldn't make it so my new game plus can only be completed unless I beat a fucking super boss. That's why they let you start a new game plus earlier. Like, you can basically go to that hub world and start a new game plus. It's like, I guess in case you essentially can't beat it for whatever reason.
It belongs to humanity now. There's no
Unless
place
this
for you there.
part is too late.
No. No. I will not accept it. I will not allow it. I feel it. I feel grief and pain. I feel anger. Goddess of death. I cast you out. Into the chaos. Into the shadows of death.
Yes, that's what I plan to do. The goddess of death is gone, and there's no one to control the chaos. Someone has to take Etro's place and protect the cycle of life. That someone is going to be me. But before I do, I'm going to take you into the chaos with me!
Is that your last resort? Your final desperate ploy? Do you think you can survive me? The power of divine light is mine!
It's too late for that. You have the power of a god, but you have the power of a human inside you as well. And now that human is going to destroy you. It's the final act in the death of a god. I bring you salvation! This is the last soul I'll save! Hope! I'll set you free!
Lightning.
Go.
Lightning!
Do you see it? Go. It's a new world. A world of hope. And it's waiting for you to be born again. You are their hope.
I can't see you. Where are you? Light! What's going to happen to you?
No. You can't turn back or you'll never leave. I have to stay behind. Someone has to control the chaos. I have to keep it safe forever. The new world, and you, and all of humanity. So go. And live.
Don't leave me. I don't want to be alone.
Sarah.
Not quite. What's in here?
Me? You're not really her?
No. I'm just a fake, made by God. I'm missing something important. Just like you are.
Yes, it's true. God cut part of me away when I woke as the Savior.
No. It wasn't God's doing. Do you want to know who it was? You.
I'm gonna go back and try stuff.
So
I'm
much to be
curious.
strong. You wanted to grow up so fast, you got rid of everything that made you weak. So you'd never have to back down. So no one could ever make you cry. You locked your heart away. Do you remember? What you tried to do? You tried to kill me.
You're me. Young. Weak.
I'm Claire Farron. Her selfishness, her loneliness, her fear. That little bit of your soul that you couldn't accept. You look like you're home. Like you belong in the chaos.
I have no choice. Someone has to stay behind to keep the new world going.
And that's how you hide your true feelings. You convince yourself with logic. You make it sound rational to cut away parts of yourself. You deserve to be alone.
Sarah? Sarah! No! Wait! Don't go! Please! Don't leave me alone! I need you. Help me.
Yeah, I want to get started on the next game right away. As soon as possible, really. That's what it really was. I was over this game once I saw the dog walk backwards like every other thing.
It's okay. We could hear you, Light. Let's go. We'll be together.
Sarah, you came to save me. Even though you were never real.
Yes, I was a fake. Sarah's soul wasn't inside me. But I could imagine it. I could imagine what the real Sarah would feel. That's how I did it. I tried to think the same thoughts as she would, and I imagined the love that she must have felt for you. God hadn't given me a heart, but even so, I could dream. It was just a lie, a fake. But the feelings became real. I love you. I always have.
The old world is dying, and your myths will die with it! In the new world, we won't need God! Odin!
Love me a CGC. Stuff like this. I think we saw a bit of that already on our game over. Like that bad ending.
I'll never!
will never give up!
Oh, great. Power of friendship.
That's right! Even if we die!
Sora.
Someone will take up the torch.
Kyrie.
Your reign is over!
Got nothing.
We hope in the face of despair. That makes us strong!
You're here.
Whoa, what is that?
Those lights. Are they the souls? Everyone?
All of humanity going to be reborn.
Hey!
No, this is too
I missed the
Final
reunion?
Fantasy for me right now.
Oh, man. You're late again! We were looking for something,
Oh, man.
but we found it.
Yeah, we found hope.
We found hope. Oh,
Hey! You gonna join us?
Yep.
Kupo!
I feel like everyone's a flying light beam and just manifesting.
Lightning. I'm here. I can fight too.
Bitch, the fight's over and this is a one-person party battle system.
I need your help.
Kupo!
No 13-4, please.
Know this, Benevelza. It wasn't just me that destroyed you. You've been defeated by a power that you never understood.
Power friend, please.
A power that you cannot see.
Oh.
It comes from the bonds of
Oh
love
my
that
god,
unite
no.
us.
I don't remember them doing this. I don't remember them doing this.
We changed the world.
She does like a light beam sword. Oh, sick. A friendship sword. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's actually a friendship sword. She's doing, it's like Squall special. Oh, it's not even that. It's... Jeez. Oh, and I had to make a supernova at the end. That's pretty cool. I don't remember this at all. What the heck? This is crazy. It's actually... Really, Lightning has some crazy feats. Holy, she's like the strongest Final Fantasy protagonist. She's gotta be in the conversation. Just doing shit like that. Yeah, sorry. I'll make it right.
We don't need God anymore.
Well, I'm not gonna make it right. I'm gonna go see if
The living don't
some
need
stuff
a
about
God.
it and just,
The
you know.
dead do. A God to protect them. A God of salvation.
We shall become that god. We will rule over the unseen realm. And from there, we will look over the cycle of death and rebirth. We will live. We will live in the shadows of death.
I won't let you!
I literally don't remember any of this. You know what's crazy?
You want to die with her?
I'm gonna forget all of this, dude.
I want her to live!
Like this stream playthroughs. If it wasn't
die, not
for it
after
being
all
recorded, there would be no proof that it ever happened.
If it is your wish, you will die.
Crazy
in her
though. What the heck?
place.
They're on his palm and shit. Bro, is this my first time beating the game or what?
Then swear on your life.
Was
Keep her safe.
Null dead? Oh. Yeah, just like trying to explain away the way this game's world operates is like basically pointless. It's basically fantastical, magical,
She is the last of
you know?
us. Only
Look
she
at this.
can be free.
Looks nice though.
Caius has released her from the fate of the Cirrus.
All the Yules. That's cool. Holy. It's so cool. I'm gonna forget it again. So yeah, all right. Oh, that's a job well done. We worked really hard for that. You know? It's probably the greatest Final Fantasy ever. Da-da-da, da-da-da. No, but
Is it
really
over?
though? Yeah, is it
Is God
over?
really
Thank
dead?
you. Is God really dead?
He's fallen into the unseen realm. Does that mean he's destroyed?
That was good
Or maybe
comedic timing.
sleeping? I don't know. Maybe one
Okay.
day he'll return.
We can move on to Chrono Trigger.
even if he does,
Final Fantasy
It
15.
doesn't matter.
It's great
We'll
stuff.
win again.
It's happening.
We can go.
I'm going with them, Kupo.
Yeah, this would be my... I think I beat it 2 times before. This would be my 3rd time. Unless I messed up and I needed a 3rd playthrough. With how short this game is and stuff. 80 hours.
We'll meet again.
Kupo!
It's finally over. The nightmare. It began from there, but, you know. It wasn't so bad. It just, you know, it overstayed its welcome, I would say. And then I did kind of set myself up for failure there, but it's all good. It is what it is, because honestly, it's... The gameplay for the other 2 were grabbing me. This wasn't really grabbing me, and it just kind of forced...
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. Thank you, Lightning. Keep me focused. Instead of me, like, fucking rambling off. Oh, more Disney flying type of stuff going on here. This really had to be its own game with one character, with the battle system completely different from the other 2. The story being like its shortest. Not even time travel can hold a candle to what they resorted to in this game story.
That no longer is. Humankind will be born afresh. Ours is a new future, bright with promise.
And then this bullshit, what is it?
Sometimes shadows
Final
will darken
Fantasy
our path.
Lightning
We
Returns
shall
is a
tremble
distant
in fear
prequel
before
to
the
fucking our
But
reality.
We won't be alone. We will reach out our hands. And in the warmth of another hand holding our own, we will know hope. We will survive and prosper.
Nice visuals. At least they went off on like the CG stuff.
The Crystal Age is just a legend.
Is that live
From
stream?
before the world was born. And it ended before you were born.
I can't put my finger on, like, just, yeah, okay, we're done, credits, and then there's probably the additional a scene, and then the additional scene, I think. and then we're good. And I'm not gonna wrap it up. Like, I'm gonna go back, try to see some stuff, fight it again. But yeah, I'm getting more and more impatient for some of these things. It really, I realized it for well, multiple times, but when I was playing Crash Bandicoot, the GBA one, and I know Crash Bandicoot 1 is also going to be annoying for me, so it's really just Crash 2 and 3 and then 4 and then all those other like PS2 spin-off, like not PS2 spin-off, all those other games, you know, the Dark Ages. It's just like, you know, gets me feel a type of way about the revisits. And then I played Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is. And then playing the sequel and the other games in the franchise, it's like, my god, my nostalgia couldn't, you know, it couldn't do enough. In this game's case, I think I would say, yeah, it's got everything going against it. So it's like, whether you consider that unfair or fair, I guess that could be something to consider as well. But like for me, it's like I'm used to the franchise being one and done. Final Fantasy 8 is its own setting. Final Fantasy 9 is its own setting. Final Fantasy 10 is its own setting. If you didn't like 9, maybe you'll like 10. If you didn't like 10, maybe you'll like 7. That sort of thing. Battle systems are similarities but changes. Aesthetics and set, like the just everything about it could change in a way, right? It's just I'm not used to them trying to keep you on a given cast, given setting, given whatever. In this game's case, in this trilogy, it feels I don't know if bullshit's the word I want to use to describe this right now, but I'm like, it's hard to explain this, but playing 13 part 1, then 13 part 2, then 13 part 3. There's like not too much in 13 story-wise. The locations, it's hard. Oh my god. You see, okay, you know what? I'll do it this way. You see how Marvel, they took their sweet ass time to build a universe and then multiverse, and then basically everything kind of was placed in piece, and it was like earned ultimately. Like it was a really slow burn progression. It took decades, and then it's like boom, out of nowhere, once, you know. And then on the other hand, you have DC trying to do the same DC universe, multiverse, trying to quickly get Superman set up, quickly get Batman set up, quickly get and then quickly get them in like a Justice League, and then like all of those, like, and then that ultimately feels unearned when you're watching those scenes. And then you can watch the Justice League Snyder cut or whatever, and then pretty much you'll just be like, oh yeah, because you're a fan, like you want to see some of the, it's nice to see it portrayed on screen with something of a budget, some animation, all this whatever. Even if like the overall execution, narrative, whatever it might be, whatever the problem might be for the film, it's the problem with the film, right? I feel like that with Final Fantasy trying to do like, not even just compilation of Final Fantasy stuff, but anything where they do have a build up, like in Final Fantasy 14, the overarching story there, it feels like much more thorough and detailed and cohesive, and it makes sense, and it's good. Like, it's like, you can't just throw in time travel and think it's all of a sudden gonna make for good sci-fi. The same way you can't throw in God doing this, universe stuff like that, time travel stuff like that, concepts of chaos, and like these very sciencey sci-fi like centric type of stuff, but then they have all this like metaphysical stuff. Like you can't have like concepts of like soul, like it's like deep but also somehow superficial. Like it feels pretentious. Pretentious is a word I would say. Now you could argue that for other Final Fantasies, but this one feels especially pretentious. where it's like Buenavels, to be fair, was present since Final Fantasy 13 through like the data logs and the background lore. You know that he is the god of their world, but in terms of build up, even within this game, it's like no, nothing really. Like, and then it's God, and then the capability of God, and then in these sorts of games, in these sorts of like storylines, I always wonder like how do they explain away the magic that they do, whether it's flying in space with no oxygen or whatever. Like, it's very, very high suspension of belief territory to just kind of go with what the scenes are portraying to you. So in this game's case, Lightning like does like a friendship sword. Are they real, not real? Manifest? Is it souls? Is it light? Is it personification? Like, what are they trying to really depict here? But then she hits them with the friendship sword, and then the supernova happens in the back, and it's all like damaging. It's damaging enough to kill God. And then, like, I don't know. It's like to say it's very anime and over the top is like not even doing it enough. It's like all of those things, but like in a very, it feels very shallow. Like it's superficial. It's like they just kind of like someone just watch fucking it's an anime, but Gurren Lagann, like they watched the end of Gurren Lagann and just like, all right, that's how we're gonna finally, because they're building it up so much. They're building up like, how do you top what you do in 13 in a sequel narrative with the villain power wise and whatever? So you have Caius and this time travel, he's immortal, and like, okay, how do you top that? It's like, oh, God himself. And it's like, okay, well, how, like, you know what I mean? JRPGs and slaying God go hand in hand, but I'll be damned if I didn't feel like this one in particular felt like it was going through the motions of it. With regards to like the rating and stuff too, I could see why it was mid 60s, not mid 70s. Mid 70s is if you really want to be nice to it, and definitely not in the 80s and 90s. Anyone putting this game in that is like, I don't know. I personally would question a lot of things. It just doesn't. Like, at least I'm very confident saying that just through the structure of the game, the gameplay of like the time, what you do with your time, the town, the design of the town, levels, dungeons, lack of a dungeon, final boss, lack of a final boss dungeon. The super boss is nice, bro. It's like not bad that it has a challenging thing, but even that itself could be a problem when contrasted with like the rest of the game not really like doing enough necessarily to prepare you. But mind you, I'm saying this, you shouldn't really get what I'm saying from this playthrough, but I mean like in general, that is like what the flow of like the feeling sensation I was getting even in my previous playthroughs. But yeah, like it's just Sephiroth doing all his stuff, and like, you know, it's even that could run the risk of the same things here. But in this case, Buenavels is not menacing villain in the slightest. Like in 13, it was Berthannius. This 13-2 is Caius. Caius takes the backseat, even though he still decides to show up in this game. And then Buenavels, it's like you have Hope as a proxy. You don't really know Hope is like any sort of like real stand-in for Buenavels. You know he's compromised though. Like, you know it's off. That's not Hope that you know from 13, which is another thing. The characters you encounter are shells of their former selves, flanderized versions of themselves, one-dimensionalized, and then straight up character assassinated. Like, it's not even really the same character that you're observing and watching. So yeah, and then the other thing is I screwed myself over once again. I do apologize if people don't like that sort of thing. If you're like watching this expecting like total like legit playthrough, Alvy's gonna tackle all the challenges of all the games and conquer them all, it's like, yeah, I do, but in these games cases, since they are revisits and stuff, you'll see me do it when it's like my first time playing something on PC, Steam, or whatever, and I'm trying to get all the achievements, and the achievement pits me against like something really nasty. It's like, yeah, I'll see it through to the end for the most part, right? But in this game's case, it's like, nah, bro, fuck that. I just want to get it over with. Definitely Final Fantasy II and Lightning Returns are the weakest of the bunch so far. It's gonna stay that way because the 15's better, 16's better, 7 Rebirth part remake part 3 obviously are all gonna be better. I don't have any real worries or doubts about that. Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail, that's gonna be better. So yeah, all of the Final Fantasies I haven't really played, too. It's just it's been up from here for we're pretty deep in their recovery. They recovered Final Fantasy 14 and they recovered this, not this, but they recovered the main line in a sense, not fully and entirely. Some people feel different about the battle systems choices, but yeah, anyways, that's Final Fantasy 7. I'm sorry. That's Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Yeah, we ended up fighting a different version of the final boss. We're like locked in on us. I don't really know the specifics. I was reading something. It was like completely the things I was saying was like wrong. This is something about, I need to finish reading it. But yeah, anyways, we ended up doing this in 3 streams. I'm glad. I don't really want to trust me, the side quests that they make you do, basically there's a guide you can follow that tells you what to do when. So it's like everything's appropriately done in efficient amount of time, and you can do all of it in 4 days, right? And it's just like basically you do that, you unlock extra days. There's like an ultimate lair. The lair thing is a whole can of worms too. I don't really want to go too into like, if I don't 100% a game on stream, I'm not gonna go too in detail about like, maybe I won't, but like in this game's case, I don't really want to go through all the stuff that we like basically skipped out. Let me be real, this game sold very poorly. It reviewed very poorly. A lot of people that played Final Fantasy and love Final Fantasy skipped this game. A lot of people haven't played this game. It's even me. It says something when I skip a game, okay? Especially me. Like really, it says a lot, especially for Final Fantasy. It's like, yeah, like Lightning Returns made me actually second guess whether I want to like day one a Final Fantasy game or whatever, because they're just going on and on and on and on and on in this 13 universe that wasn't really working. It wasn't, they have the sales for 13, sure, but the following, like the follow-ups, and then whether they needed to do that or not, they would know. They know more about this stuff, like the inside info, like when they're fucking analyzing the fucking project's net present value, whatever. And it's just like it's just like after Lightning Returns, they followed up with 15, which also has a lot of problems. It has, it's 15 has a story problem. It's patchwork stuff, not the greatest. Some of the stuff, trust me, just like I can give you guys the lowdown, like about all of these things. I'm little by little forgetting like details. I used to be able to tell these like the happenings a little bit more better, accurate, with more of the information I was like reading up on. And now it's been a while, but like long story short, really, is Final Fantasy 15 is related to Final Fantasy 13, because originally Final Fantasy 13 was the main project essentially, and then they had a secondary project, a part of the Fabula Novella Crystallis, called Final Fantasy Versus 13. And Final Fantasy Versus 13 eventually, in some development hell of some kind, eventually goes into change after change, problem after problem, shift after shift. Probably the worst development cycle in their company's history. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like it would be the contender for the most. It was like, what, 10 plus years, 13 plus years? Versus 13 eventually, and this was kind of cool and weird, and changing a Final Fantasy previously named like as like some sort of spin-off from the mainline 13 into an actual 15. So Final Fantasy 15 is Final Fantasy Versus 13, but then it's like direction shift, director change, some problem happened there. Even before all that, it's just the general idea of the project changed a bunch. It was a lot darker originally, battle system stuff, whatever. There's a lot of drama and controversy and difficulties Square Enix faced, and they still do face stuff even to this day, I imagine. But like they're in a better place now, I imagine. They're more worried about their like magnum opus of a game, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3. But pretty much 14 and Lightning Returns were big failures, and then 14 like recovered. I don't remember the timing of that. It might not even be around the same time. I think it should it's close enough. But like basically they had all the 13 recovered, and that's good because their MMOs are pretty much their money makers, right? The subscription fee monthly alone is just making them more money than any of these mainline entries do just off that initial sale. And makes sense. Get their online one in order, and then 14's really, really good now. And then you'll notice when we play 14, I'm gonna try to do New Game Plus, maybe get through the story stuff quick. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I don't know how it is, but yeah, the baseline, the base game, A Realm Reborn story stuff is pretty C tier as well. You're gonna see me like same thing as this, and the difference is I'm not gonna be able to skip it. I'm just gonna have to endure. It's online, right? There's no cheating there. Can't do shit. It's not bad though. It's like just casual stuff. It's not like the dungeons and stuff are so hard and I can't continue the story. That game is as casual as it gets in a way, right? But yeah, Lightning Returns like randomly has these like difficult moments. These difficulty spikes, like the super boss. That one's like pretty bad compared to the rest of the game. It's like you saw me beat up all the other things, right? And then you see the HP sponge that this thing becomes. And it's like, yeah, this is the hardest challenge in the game. And it's like, oh man, I didn't really want to have to like actually figure it out, beat it and whatever, and like struggle against it essentially, and then master it with the timings and the blocking, and because that's what matters, or else you're just gonna get dropped to 0. Like the re-raise and stuff is just buffer space to help. But if you like play it good, like heavy guard plus, I'm supposed to be switching to that defensive one. I'm supposed to be using the beatdown or whatever to increase Jagger. I'm supposed to change stuff too. That's not even like the best stuff you can put on. So it's like I changed stuff, I played around with, I saved it. I don't even remember what I did, bro. But yeah, like really, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm glad that that's ultimately done. The story and stuff too. Yeah, you'll see the pro. Did I even get the bonus scene? You'll see it right now. Right? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, we'll see this. And I'll like wrap up the recording. This is what the side quests and stuff are for. Get access to 14th day. 14th day, you have to fight the Bunavez plus, beat his ass up, and then yeah. Nice CG cutscene. Very normal looking world. Not futuristic at all. Look at lightning.
I wonder.
Jeez.
The next will begin.
With a suitcase, regular, one belt.
I only know that soon we'll be together.
So yeah, if you could look around, it seems like very Earth-like world, right? Totally like trying to be a stand-in for our world, our times. It's not even futuristic with all the fantasy mumbo jumbo. So it's like, what? She beat Bunavez and recreated the universe, and then it's like ours. Like, yeah. Talk about magical and fantastical. But yeah, that's see, like, oh my god, bro. If you did all of that, if I did all of that stuff, I would have been fucking cheese right now. I could already see that. Like, hindsight is 2020. It's like, yeah, if I actually said whatever, I'm just gonna do all the side quests, do Saz's story thing, you know, practice, figure out the best build for Buenavels Plus, practice the Buenavels Plus fight, and then beat him. And then I saw all that, and that's the story wrap up, and that's the story fulfillment and all that. So yeah, I would be cheese. Not cheese, but like, yeah, that would be one of the weaker showings compared to the other games that we're going to be playing on this channel. So it's like, you know, I do want to showcase gaming industry's best for sure. You know, everything else can just be like, oh, Alvi likes this because it's like a quirky game he has like a nostalgic past with, or Alvi's choosing this one because he's like particularly like it's like a hidden gem with some like obvious flaws or whatever, but ultimately the hidden gem, like I could do those games too, like, you know. But these, like this game's case, like the redeeming quality here is fashion fantasy, sure, but that's like whatever. The battle system is it's not bad. It's different from the other two, and I think this would have been like better to have in 13. This, it, not like 13 specifically, but like as the first game. If this was how the battle system was for 13, and then like if you could have done that with like multiple party members somehow, or like you switch, see, oh yeah, see how Final Fantasy 7, it's like they aggro whoever you're playing as. So it would be the same thing where their AI is playing, but then when you switch to them, you're playing like that, and then your other party members, like it didn't need to be one person. If you had multiple people, that would have been nice, and then you could have got like these sort of like setups, like tank, DPS, healer, and whatever. And then all of her schematas and stuff. They could have done an all female cast or something. It could have been Lightning, Sarah, and like Viniel or Fang, or it could have been 4 people. It could have been just an all girl squad, and then you just go fashion fantasy for all of them instead of just Lightning. You know what I mean? Like clearly, like they had to focus on the schematas. That's like a lot of like I can't stress this enough. I don't even think I've played a game that has that many DLC costumes. Like from like the purchase that I purchased. Like I didn't buy it separate. I think it's like a definitive edition type of deal or whatever, but like no, it's just called Lightning Returns. It's like it's the one thing on Steam. It just, you know, I think this PC version kind of came with everything from the console. That's probably what it is. But it's the battle system is something like I don't know how to explain this. The time, sometimes when you do stuff good in a game, and it's like it's a let's if this was not Final Fantasy 13 Part 3, and it was like some new IP with new characters, new everything, like it would be different. It's because it's following a product that was already with these battle systems, these characters, the characters this way. That's another thing too. Story wise, this tries to do a lot of cool stuff. Like I like that, like the where where the narrative is at with the stakes, like with God and shit. I like that. Like I'm like total SMT vibes. Real, it's the eventual the logical conclusion to the kind of problem they're dealing with, right? Or just whatever. It's just their lore, and these RPGs you always end up fighting like some godlike deity entity or whatever, whether it's like a man made like someone that got the power, became powerful, like wished it or whatever, like some Dragon Ball shit. Like it's just, in this case, it's literally the god of Final Fantasy 13's universe, the Fabula Novella Crystallis, whatever. Well, not really that, because well, it is that. It's just Final Fantasy 15 is not a part of that anymore. But it's just weird. Like this was a different time where the problems in Square Enix showed. They had issues transitioning to the HD era alongside many other Japanese developers. This is around the time. Final Fantasy 13 is the product that, you know, was the excuse they made for one of these games was that they couldn't do like the towns, the HD towns and shit. Like look where we are now. Even Final Fantasy 15, the way they did towns, it still kind of seemed like they still weren't ready to do towns. Can't really explain it, but Just the if you look at the early footage of like him like going off like the rooftops and the place is huge, just like nothing actually in 15 that's like that, except for that one place, which I think that's what. But like the other towns are not really like that. You'll see what I mean. Like this game, the 13 trilogy and Final Fantasy 15 are all a part of the same batch of like the Fabula Novella Crystallis is arguably, I don't want to say a failure, but it was not what they wanted to be by a decent amount. Like if they were expecting 890 plus, it gave it 70 plus. Like not 10 points off, 20 points off. Like, you know, it's like, And I think that shows if you look at the reviews and numbers. I think it averages out to be around that, but doesn't really matter. That was Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Now we can get started on 15. We can get started on Chrono Trigger. We can get started on like Legend of Heroes and stuff. Legend of Heroes is actually like really good. You're gonna see me get really into it. And then 15 should be probably a good starting point for me, actually. And actually with this game being beaten and streamed and completed essentially, I am officially caught up on my Final Fantasy marathon. So essentially I did a Final Fantasy marathon. I want to go through all those games that we just did so far. I know I'm missing stuff, but I'll fill in the blanks. But yeah, what I had so far was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 trilogy, and then 15, and then technically 14 I have, but you know, I wasn't counting those MMO ones. And then basically I went through all of them from beginning, like Final Fantasy 1, and I was 100%ing them, 100% achievements, 100% trophies, 100% achievement, 100% trophy, 100% the game, everything, right? For all of them, up to including Lightning Returns. And then sometime after that, I decided to ramp up the streaming thing. I wanted to stream more when I play and play more when I stream, and then now it's like basically one and the same. So it's like you're pretty much only gonna really, I do play games off stream, but most of my streaming, most of my gaming is gonna be like, yeah, I want to stream it. So it's like, you know, now I'm like, because if I play games off stream and then I try to play games on stream and then I game both on both times, that's like basically 24/7 gaming. I'm not trying to do that. And if I ever do that, it makes more sense to stream it anyways. So at least I'm being efficient on my time and shit. But yeah, it's wait. Yeah, I'm like ready to move on. I'm trying to bulldoze a bunch of games. Once again, case by case. Every game is gonna get different levels of seriousness, passion, intensity, focus, thoroughness. Some games I'm not going to care about the story. Other games I'm going to be like analyzing the story like crazy, and I'm going to be like so into it. Some games I'm going to like want to take shortcuts and skip things and cheese this and that, and then maybe not engage with certain games or mini games. Just kind of move along and just engage with the stuff I do like, and as much as like as much or little as I like. And then, you know, yeah, it's just like I can tell you for most of the revisits, because I remember a lot of my impressions of these games. Lightning Returns, definitely. Not even Lightning Returns, the 13 trilogy in general was like, yeah, the combat system is like, you're just gonna see me spamming X on auto battle like basically majority of the time, and then paradigm shift every now and then. That's like majority of the time. And then Crystarium is just keep your numbers as high so you're like doing RPG stuff to them. You know what I mean? And then 13.2, they try to do stuff, the like growth stuff. If you don't do that right, your numbers could be a little bit worse than they could be. And then it's like the DLC fights really demand that you optimize from that, which I fucked up, including paying attention to the monster stuff, which I also fucked up. And I forgot and just didn't really care. And I didn't really want to do it. There's no... Even as far as video game challenges go, these are still not in like the upper echelons. I assure you, apparently Final Fantasy 7, the 100% for that, I never got a chance to really see. But the Brutal Legendary, I could see it if it's like requiring like all this perfect parry, like perfect, all this like some Sekiro shit, and it's like a demanding execution based type of thing. It's performative and not just like a cheese strat being employed and like whatever. I don't know, but I want to eventually be able to tackle it myself, and I will do that legit, and I will take the time it needs to take. If I get stuck on something for fucking 20 hours, then so be it. But these games, especially since I know how I feel about them and whatnot too, it's like, no, I want to like, just in this game's case and the previous game, the like 13 trilogy, gameplay side of things. So the battle side of things specifically, not like running around. Even that too. That's like their platforming's kind of wonky, floaty jumps. The actual areas and stuff you navigate. Some places are nice. Like in 13, they had nice places, and here they have nice places too. But most of it, more than 50%, is bad or like mediocre or bland or like just uninspired design or something. Like just the graphical fidelity, the PC version issues, all those things compounded. What else can I say? I'm going off on this right now. But yeah, it's just it's even 12 didn't like sorry, even 10 part 2, we did this. 10 part 2 got us very similar treatment to this. We played a new game plus, we had everything maxed out, we had access to all the OP shit, our people were killing everyone. In 10 part 2, they throw like there's a super boss that we ended up fighting. That super boss is crazy unless you know what you're doing, right? And it's like, oh yeah, we just had all these items, all this, all that, and then we just kind of did some OP setup. This is crazy. Like, this is actually like, if you don't set up right, I'm pretty sure we didn't set up right there. I'm like reading. I want to go back and read some stuff and try it again. But yeah, that being said, like in an official sense, Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns is done. We are wrapping that up, you know. And I hope y'all enjoyed this very, very chalked, janked, and just weird playthrough. Like new game plus cheats here, turbo mode there. Just yeah.